Triathlon. Noun. An athletic contest in which each athlete competes in 3 different events: swimming, cycling, and running. Brenda and I met at the Humane Society because of our dogs, Nikki and Grace Athena Fig Newton. And the rest is history.
Pack it, pick up. Pack it, pick up. "4:45 in the morning, I'm gonna go pick up Brenda."
It's a part-time job for people, and you spend all of your time thinking about training, worrying about training, wondering if you train hard enough, not wanting to train, wanting to train.
Once you walk over that mat, you're going to set a chip that tells me you're in the water.
We gotta go. Come on,
All right.
Get your shit together.
As far as people who do triathlons, who are triathletes, I always thought that they had some super magical power that let them do that. People who do triathlon are out of their minds, out of my league, not normal people. And so when I'm doing triathlon with them, I think that I'm faking it. It was something that I thought I would never do. Then it became something that I had to do.
When I was a little kid, I would put a bath towel around my neck with a safety pin, and it was my cape. I was a superhero. I could fly. I had the strength to do anything. I would seek out danger, right the wrongs, fight the villains. I could do anything. Fast forward a lot of years, I kept the notion that I was a superhero, that I could change the world. Along the way, I met many other superheroes. One became the love of my life, Julie Weiland. But Jules had her own villain who set out to take her down, hepatitis C. She was waiting on a transplant for a kidney and a liver, and she fought for a long time, braver and harder than any person I've ever known. We fought together. But then, on November 8th, 2012, the fight stopped. Jules Weiland let go. She didn't lose. There was no winner. She was free.
And then my world stopped. And I lost my cape. So that's when I discovered that I couldn't just stop, even though I wanted to. That I had to try. Triathlon does force a journey because you do move. And I find myself running to things, and sometimes I find myself running the fuck away from things and not knowing which is what. 3 or 4 years ago, my friend from work asked me to do the 60-mile, 3-day breast cancer walk. But I overheard somebody talking about how doing a sprint triathlon was way easier because you got up in the morning, did the triathlon, and got to go home and nap by noon. And I was like, that is my thing. I'm in, I'm doing it. Here we are, 2 years later. What, 7 races later? I think that triathlon for me is way more mental than physical. I had a tough time with the mental piece of it, and confidence has been tough for me as well. I don't think you can do this without really spending some time figuring out the mental game and figuring out how to talk nice to yourself while you're training and while you're racing. It's such mental gymnastics. I had 2 very, very bad races this year. I literally could not breathe within the swim, and I had to stop. I finished the race. I walked the rest of the 3 miles at that point, and I was scared. It just tore me down. It can be a really fast, dangerous spiral and a complete pit of worthlessness if you're not careful. I mean, the negative things roll. You know, when you're exhausted, when you're tired, it just rolls through your head. I can't do this. I can't. I'm tired. What am I doing? It hurts. Why am I doing this? My legs hurt. What's the point? What am I thinking? I can quit. I can't do this. I hate this. I'm not an athlete. This is crap. You have to kind of understand deep in your gut why you're doing it, so that when you get those negative thoughts, you can turn them around. And now you're going to ask me why deep in the gut I'm doing this, and I haven't figured that out yet. Because it makes me feel strong. It makes me feel good. It's a big sport, and it's not just a sport, not just one. It's 3 big sports. And I think with triathlon, there really does come inner strength along with outer physical strength. And those two go together, and you can't help but change. I don't know if people see me differently. I feel different. I think I carry myself differently. I feel more powerful. I've had kind of a sit back in the corner sort of attitude for a big part of my life, and I don't feel like I do that anymore. So you go from some amazing highs to some, pretty crappy lows. Having panic attacks in the water for no reason at all, barely getting to grab a hold of something. It's about competing with yourself. What can I do? How far can I go? How fast can I go? And how much stronger can I be? So with the good of triathlon comes the kind of the crashes, and so this is part of the kind of the crash when you identify yourself so much with training and being, and then have it kind of pulled away. Yeah, you feel a little lost. I think triathlon sometimes is a big lost and found, because I think there's a lot of people who are lost or broken or looking, and I think more than likely they find a whole lot more than they bargained for. And I think that's a really good thing. I don't know that anybody can change their life this dramatically and not be a little bit afraid of how it affects you. But I didn't necessarily want to be that person anymore. The slightly overweight, middle-aged housewife sitting on the couch watching Oprah person. No, this Brenda was hiding. Yeah. I honestly haven't figured out why, what drew me and what I know why I'm here and what I'm getting from it, but I know there's something bigger that I haven't quite figured out yet. I'm working on it. Certainly aren't going to find it sitting on the couch watching Oprah.
Triathlon is what is bringing me back. It keeps me moving, keeps me trying. I think everybody has a cape. Maybe they don't know exactly what their cape is. Maybe they lost it. Maybe they need a new one. Whatever the case, I think everyone can find something to radically shift them out of their own zone of comfort, out of their routine, radically shift them out of a place of being stuck or totally broken. You may not even know the question, but the point is to try. Try to start. Try just one thing. Try to keep getting up. Try again. Try harder. Try to keep breathing. Try to accept where you are right now. Try something. Try something. Try anything. Just try. You never know. You may just find your cape.
Okay, you guys, let's count it down. Ready? We're gonna go from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
You suck. I peed in the lake.
DocU is supported in part by an award from the National Endowment for the Arts, Artworks, the McKnight Foundation, and SPNN.